Have you ever been thinking like, man, what's it like to be a business leader, a business owner, and a parent at the same time? Then you want to listen up to this.
You're listening to the Dynamic Women podcast. Each week, you'll be inspired by our global community of women. They'll share with you tools and stories to help you be dynamic in every area of life. He's your host, award-winning coach, and the CEO and founder of Dynamic Women, Diane Ralston.
Hello, lovely dynamic women. I am Diane Ralston. I am your host of the Dynamic Women podcast. Now, being a business owner and a parent can be so stressful. I want to share a little bit more in this about what my experience has been and how I ended up really birthing a business and a baby at the exact same time. Not like in the same room at the exact same moment, but I'll tell you a little bit more. So are you maybe a business owner that's thinking about becoming a parent? I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. Or maybe you already run a business and you're a parent and you're like, man, this is a constant struggle. I'm constantly busy. I don't know how to manage it all. And the other piece is maybe you're in a career and you're thinking of starting a business and you already have children. And anyway, that's totally fine. Totally amazing. Great. I just want to talk about the reality of it, the benefits, the disadvantages. So, I actually was in a 9-to-5 in my career when I was looking to build a business. And so I was doing my coaching certification. I was getting ready really to launch my business. What I didn't know is that even in the first segment of me getting my coaching certification, I would start to coach clients. And so I started my business before I had left my career, which is often a great thing to do. It's like a bridge job. It helps to support you while you're building your business. And so that's a great idea. Good job. It's awesome. Nice thought. Not that nice thought to have. Now, not everyone can do that, and that's totally fine. That's not what this is focusing on. But I decided that I would actually use my exit from my career on mat leave to really fully launch my business. And that could sound absolutely crazy, but I did. I thought, okay, now I'm just going to get pregnant and I'm going to be able to focus full-time on my business. And people said, you can't focus full-time on your business when you have a baby. You're going to have no time. And in one respect, yeah, they're right. But in the other respect is I'm not at a 9-to-5. I'm not in my job, in my career, 8 hours a day. So I'm going to have, yes, an hour here and 2 hours here and 3 hours here, an hour here, where I am focusing on my baby. And I totally got that. But I knew that I'd be able to have a business and have a baby. Now I can go so much more into how and what you need to do if you're going to have a baby and a business and preparing for that and all that. But that's not what this is about. This is about how to be a business owner and parent at the exact same time. So let me go back to it. I was birthing a business and a baby at the exact same time, basically. And it worked. It worked for me. I took about 3 weeks off from coaching clients. I coached when my husband was home or when I had baby coverage. And since then, I've been really in business for over 10 years. And now I have a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. And I'm primary parent because my husband works early or he works late. He works all over this place. And so I'm the one that has to organize the kids and organize the house and organize everything else. And maybe you're like me too, and you're putting your hand up for that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And so if you're watching now and you're a business owner, let me know what your business is. Let me know if you have kids. Let me know what that's like. And if you have any specific questions that you want me to share with you, let me know. Any answers that you want. So being a parent and a CEO is a constant personal pull, right? Between wanting to be at home and making grilled cheese and wanting to go and build your empire. At least that's what I was experiencing. I wanted to have both things. I wanted to be out there and doing it and attending these networking events and flying around and speaking and coaching. And I also wanted to be home watching my kids' baseball games or being the one there for their first words and their first steps. And it wasn't always the case. But I feel like if you have a career, that's not always the case. If you have other priorities in your life, that's not always the case anyway. So being a speaker and a coach, it means I sometimes travel for work, and that's my decision that I travel for work, and that's fine. But also having my own business has allowed me to have the freedom to be at home. So that 1 year on mat leave, it was amazing. I was meeting other moms. I was hanging out with them. We were having play dates. We were going for hikes. But I also had to pull away sometimes and go coach clients or attend a networking event. And I'd have to like find kid coverage. I'd actually like in person attend a networking event or give a talk or go and serve my clients. And so that pull was a lot harder for me than it was the women who were in a career and got a real full year off. But the benefit is when you have a business, you don't have to actually go straight back to work after that 1 year off. Having my own business has allowed me the freedom to be at home, to be with my kids, and also to travel back and forth to my hometown to see my family. Very, very important for me. I didn't grow up with grandparents, and so it was really important for me to be able to have my kids grow up with the grandparents. And so I live in Vancouver, North Vancouver to be specific. My family's in Ontario. And so that was part of the freedom of being my own business owner with kids, was I could fly them back because I could take time off whenever I wanted, basically. And not only does becoming a parent really change you and change your business, but as a woman, it's also obvious that when you're increasing the size of your family, the amount of work that you have really increases. And so side note, if you are a busy business owner and you have children, don't compare yourself to other people who don't have children. Other people who are in a very different situation from you, right? I know many single coaches. I know many coaches that don't have children that have a spouse, and they have so much more time. Right? And also don't compare yourself to someone who has kids but has a nanny and has support and has all these other things. Just had to make sure I said that. I'm just checking comments here. Hi, Chantel. Welcome, welcome. If you're watching, let me know. Let me know you're here, and let me know how it's affecting you to be a business owner or a business leader and a parent. Specifically, probably a mom, right? I got a lot of moms watching. So during my second pregnancy, I was doing a big launch of one of my new programs. And I'll tell you a secret. I chose not to share about my pregnancy publicly for 5 months. It was a secret. I was leading Dynamic Women events. I was seeing clients. I didn't tell anyone externally, except my close circle, that I was 5 months until I was 5 months pregnant. Now, why would I do this? Well, as a female business owner, I didn't want my potential clients to think that I couldn't do a great job serving them. So I don't want to take Diane's program because she's pregnant. She can't do a good job. She's going to be taking care of the baby and she won't be able to actually help me, support me, serve me. Or on the flip side, that maybe they felt like they were burdening me. Like, oh, I don't want to put another thing on Diane. Like I shouldn't take her program. I shouldn't hire her as a coach. I don't want her to be so busy, or I want her to be a good mom, and I don't want to burden her. So I didn't tell anybody until 5 months, when I really couldn't hide it anymore. That's the benefit actually of being a guy, is you don't have to worry about that, right? And then you're nursing afterwards. Oh my goodness. Anyway, another topic there. But the best thing that I have done to be a really successful business owner and a kind of successful mom, I'll be honest, I'm not winning at being a mom most days, is bringing a team to support me. So I've had friends drop off and pick up my kids. I've had a house cleaner. I have personal assistants or virtual assistants, different team members to help in my business and my personal life. And that's also what I have to do because I don't have family here, right? And so you kind of have to. And I think, you know what? So what if my meals aren't always lavish? And if my laundry isn't always folded? Yep, I totally have a basket of laundry in my bedroom right now that is just been sitting there for probably 5-6 days. It doesn't matter. And I let go of that perfectionism a long time ago. And if you are gonna be balancing these two high priority, high needs, high energy, high time things, then you need to be able to let some things go. And my kids know I love them, and I'm not always present. I'll be honest, I'm not. And while they may not understand right now, and they may think like you're always gone or you're always working, what they don't know is that other parents are gone 9 to 5 and can't pick them up and can't be there for special events and can't take them on field trips and aren't around if they're sick. They have other people in place just because that's their dynamic. But what I hope for you and your children is that they're seeing their mom live their passion every day. That they're seeing their parent really love what they do and not settle. And what I hope that you're able to do is to play this lovely teeter-totter of putting your time and energy into both being a parent and being a business owner. Let me just look here. Comment here from Chantal. It's also very empowering to have kids watch you grow and push through. That's what I was just talking about. Exactly. What's really cool is that my daughter has asked, when do I get to come to your Dynamic Women events, Mom? And she's also now wanting to write books, as I have written books. And I didn't write my first book until, my 30s. And she's already a collaborator in one of my books and now wanting to make her own books. So I just want you to really hear this comment now. You are doing your absolute best at both, right? There will be days when one feels too hard, where you don't have success, where you maybe feel like you're a failure at both. And I share stories about this with my clients, with my audiences when I speak, that there are many times that I've had those moments of like, wow, I'm a crappy mom and a crappy business owner. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because I'm sure there would be times where I'd be a crappy career woman and a crappy mom. So I'm going to pick this hard. They're both hard. They're all hard. Being a parent in itself is hard. But I want you to know, keep it going. You got this. Do your best. Live your passion. Don't settle. Don't beat yourself up. And know that what you are doing in the world is important and it's valuable. So just keep going. Keep staying dynamic. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit subscribe and write us a review. Did you know that we're doing a review podcast contest right now where you could win a prize pack valued at over $1,000? All you have to do is give this podcast a review, fill in the form so we know where to send the prize if you win. Wishing you an awesome week. Until next time, stay dynamic. Bye.
Thank you, Dynamic Women, for joining us today. Please hop on over to iTunes to subscribe and leave us a review. Who do you know who needs to hear our message? We'd love it if you'd share our channel with your friends and family. If you're ready to be more dynamic, have more balance and more success, head over to www.dynamicwomenclub.com/free gift for your Key to Success book. Stay dynamic.